What's happening, people? What's happening?
What's
What was
up?
that? Is Dak's face and my face. Let's make this bigger for you. There it is.
Oh, we darned.
How we doing?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up? Sorry, we just were transitioning over from the Dynasty to the redraft channel.
That is right.
What's popping though?
Brand new whip just hopped in. I got options.
Scary Hour says, I'm just here to witness Zach go Super Saiyan on stream. You know what's funny is I've made that a light goal a couple times, but we've just never reached a light goal. But that would be pretty funny if I ended up having to do that.
I haven't gotten to that point yet, so.
16 people watching. If you have yet to drop a like, would mean a lot if you could show us some love and hit that like button. Over here on the redraft channel, we don't get as many likes, but we're still pumping out hella content for you guys. We love redraft, so it's hard for us to. I don't think we'll ever stop doing redraft content.
Yeah, we just gotta get the momentum going like it has on the Dynasty one, and I think that's what's really.
Yeah,
it's not hurting us or discouraging us. It's not hurting us. It's just discouraging us. It's like, dang, like we want this to be just as good and as successful as Dynasty, and I think that's just because of the timing as well. So,
yeah.
Either way, we appreciate each and every one of you that are here. Like we said in our Dynasty channel, it is super simple, super easy to get into our Discord. The link is in the description below, but it may be difficult to get into redraft, mock drafts in the future, or maybe
redrafts are a little easier now than Dynasty for sure.
Definitely a little bit easier, but if you want to join one of our redraft mock drafts, the link is in the description below. Click on that, join our Discord, and then go to the redraft and in-season tab. That's where we're dropping our mock draft tabs for our redraft channel. But as always, we are doing a PPR mock draft. You can probably, let's transition to the screen here. Super simple, super easy. Let me join the team actually. Do team 7. I'll send you that link. I already sent you that link, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I? Okay, cool. I just want to double check. So we're all set.
So we're gonna post this link here in the redraft mock drafts text channel. Again, you know, some people won't be able to get in, but if you are there now and you have, you know, your computer open and stuff, you'll have the best chance. So I'll let everyone get there. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Link has been sent. And let's see how this mock draft fills up. T-Gray's here. Bildo's here.
Open up my redraft rankings as well.
34 is here. ATJ is here. Spinola, Falonini, Rude.
Falonini. What's up, Falonini?
G Money's here. We got one spot at XQC. So hopefully everyone got a chance to join. You know, some people obviously going to miss out, but let's get this bad boy started. PPR redraft, 1 quarterback.
2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex, and a couple bench spots. 60 seconds on the clock, and then we change it into 30 seconds. Let's say maybe round 4, round 5. So you're on the clock here, QC.
Yes, sir.
You got no sound.
I feel like the more we do mock drafts, the more I feel comfortable with your rankings. With knowing my rankings and where I want to take certain players.
That's how I feel as well. That's how I feel about my rankings as well. So what's happening, Cameron? Says yo.
What's up, Cameron? XQC here. See what he does with the 101 with the first pick there.
I'll probably just get auto draft for him. You all know who's gonna be JT. At least you expect it to be.
Yeah, let's find out. Oh, CMC is the pick.
CMC. That's right. I'm assuming he's taking CMC because he's expecting the regression.
For JT?
Yeah, maybe, potentially. That's what a lot of people like to believe.
Excuse me.
Open up my rankings.
Yeah,
here.
let's see. Let's see what happens. I mean, CMC, if he was healthy last year, he would have finished as the RB1, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the expectation. I mean, we can say the same with Derrick Henry. Maybe we have 3 RB1s. That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and then Eckler had one hell of a year himself. Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase off the board. Badaki's here at the 1-7.
Yeah, I'm on the 1-7. I'm trying a different strat today. Instead of going wide receiver heavy, I'm going to do 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. So according to my rankings, I should be taking Najee. So let's take Najee here. He's currently my RB4. I was hoping Derrick Henry was going to fall to me, actually. I would have been really happy for the King to fall to me at the 1-7. But let's see how the board falls and see what happens here, and then let's move on. So,
yeah. I'm a little bit hesitant on Najee.
Yeah, I know. I think everyone is expecting, less production and everything that's coming. And he's even said it himself. I think as much as
we did also see the Mike Tomlin come out and say no, he's a bell cow. So
yeah, and I think there's 2 different sides that I see with Najee. You want to swift? There's 2 different sides I see with Najee. Like, I think he'll be more efficient in the red zone compared to last year. I think he can get more touchdowns than what he had in this past year, and maybe less touches in the air. But maybe him getting the touchdowns will make up for it. Because I do believe this offense will be more efficient, especially with Kenny or Mitch, because it sounds crazy, but I mean, Big Ben didn't have the best, wasn't doing great at all these last couple years. So we'll see how he goes. So Najee, Justin Jefferson, Joe Money Bags, Swift, who you wanted. There goes Devontae Adams. So it sounds like 2 of the guys that you wanted to fall to you at the 112 did not, and that's a classic 112 positional move.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Kelsey here.
Okay.
I talked about this before, but I think he is gonna end up being a first-round pick when ADP settles. Had I think 135 targets last year. You lose Tyreek Hill. There's a lot of pieces that came in there to that wide receiver room that it doesn't worry me that he's gonna get double teamed, because there's good wide receivers there. They're just not Tyreek Hill wide receivers. But I think Kelsey's probably going to retain his tight end 1 status again this year. And I don't typically go tight end early, but you have to try and get some sort of advantage here on the ends when you're drafting at these 12 spots. You kind of want to, what's
for sure
some sort of advantage I can try and get for myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I'm kind of between Stephon Diggs here and a running back. But I think I'm going to lean Diggs. I'm going to grab Diggs here and see what running backs fall to me at the 3-12-4-1 turn.
No, I mean, I think that's a great start. Kelsey and Diggs, my tight end 1, my wide receiver 4. I really love Stephon Diggs this year. I'm even contemplating moving him up 1. I think it's like wide receiver 3A and wide receiver 3B. That's how I truly feel when it comes down to someone like a Jamar Chase and Stephon Diggs. And we saw that second half of the season of Jamar Chase kind of seeing less production. He got less efficient coming back in that second half of the season there. So
the way I view I have 2 tiers in my top 10. I have the top 5 in 1 tier, and these are all players that I think could finish as the wide receiver 1. That includes Cooper Kupp, Jefferson, Adams, Chase, and Diggs. I think all of those guys could be the wide receiver 1 this year. And then my tier 2 has players that I think could finish as top 5 wide receivers, which include CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans, Tyreek, T. Higgins, Debo. So Diggs was the last guy that I looked at on the board and said, I think he can be the wide receiver 1 this year. So that's kind of why I made that decision there.
No, that's fair. That is fair.
Cameron says, I am 34 centimeters. Love that for you, brother. Oh, that's his username.
Oh.
I was trying to catch up there.
I was confused of I saw that as well, and I was confused, and I was looking, I was like, wait, I don't see 34 centimeters. Like, genuinely.
That's 1.1 feet, by the way, in case anyone's wondering the conversion. I'm glad that you were able to get in, Cameron. That's awesome. These redraft ones are a little bit easier to get in.
Yeah.
Gabriel says, sorry, Zach. That's all right, bro. It's all right. I live with my failure. It's okay. It would have been Kelsey and Adams or Kelsey and Diggs. So what can you do?
What can you do? Okay, let's see here. I'm really hoping somebody falls to me here. There goes Tyreek Hill. All right. So according to my rankings, since I'm going running back, I should be taking Lenny here, my RB9.
Love that.
So I'll
He's
take
my RB. He will be my RB4 when this news comes out about Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara.
Currently my 5,
okay.
and I don't see a reason to have any reservations on Leonard Fournette. The amount of work that he got through the air last year, he was on pace to lead the NFL in running back targets. And you know, Godwin's out to start. Really, it's going to be Fournette, Evans, and Gage getting the targets. And for me, there's no reason to doubt Fournette this year.
Aaron Jones, Mark Andrews there, and then Saquon Barkley. Gabriel said excited say. Love it. Gabriel, excited I got into draft with you. I mean, I'm excited you got in, man. Which I'm assuming you're Gabriel Dan's here. Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb, not a bad start. Filoni, I'm surprised Dalvin fell out of the first.
Yeah. I get that. I think the more we see people go wide receiver in the first round, the more running backs that are first round worthy will fall out of the first round, you know, because it's realistic this year that we could see 5 wide receivers in the first round.
Yeah.
No, those top 5, I think it really is a possibility with people feeling more comfortable about going wide receivers in PPR formats. So
yeah.
Lombardi Lenny, that's right. Cameron says, what is y'all's opinion on stacking? I don't know too much about it. I would say I personally feel like a lot of people put too much emphasis on stacking. You know, if a player is, let's say, you know, back to back in my rankings, maybe I'll lean for the stack. But I don't allow like a stack to drastically change my rankings or how I would draft someone. If I have a wide receiver who is 4 spots ahead of a different wide receiver, but it could be a stack, I'm still taking the player that I have ranked 4 spots ahead. Stacks are good. I think people put a little bit too much into them. If we're talking best ball, different situation. You know, I can see more validity in a best ball scenario, but
right.
I think people put too much into stacks personally.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on where you want to go and how you want to move forward. Kamara, AJ Brown, Keenan, Kyle Pitts, T. Higgins. How's the stream quality for you? Because I'm looking on YouTube right now, just out of curiosity, trying to refresh it, and it looks
like it's only 480p.
Yeah, and I'm wondering why that's the case. Because it should definitely be at least 1080 or
720.
720, yeah.
Should be. Something's up with your
Streamlabs, because
Streamlabs, obviously. You need to figure that part out. I don't know. Yeah, it's only showing 480. I don't know.
It goes T. Higgins and Zeke. Now I'm going to my wide receivers here. So now I want to target a wide receiver. I really wanted at least T to fall to me there, because that is technically my tier 2. So I have to look at tier 3. Deontay Johnson, Waddle.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the player names, to be honest.
I'm not sure why that's the case. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, I didn't change any settings or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. Have to trial that afterwards. Make sure we can get it up to 720. Deontay goes. Let's see what G Money does after double wide receivers start there.
Let's see.
Cam Akers is the pick. Cameron says, would it be stupid to do a Herbert, Keenan, Eckler stack? Theoretically, you'd have the whole Chargers offense covered. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's definitely bad for your bye week. But
yeah, definitely bad for your bye week.
You're probably losing that bye week. But no, I don't think I wouldn't say it's bad. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it's a bad strategy necessarily. But Because it's not like if one of them gets injured, it impacts the other one all that negatively. But yeah, I probably would prefer. I guess like again, if those players are just the ones that are available, and they're the best player on the board, then I'm not going to avoid it because we're on the same team. But I'm also certainly not like specifically looking to do that. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not specifically looking for that either. I think I want to avoid that as much as possible, unless it is the stack. I'm happy getting the stack, but if I'm getting the stack and the running back, I think that's just too much for me. And then you have to think about accounting for that bye week. You're not only just usually bye weeks. Maybe if you're lucky, you have 1 or 2 people on a bye week, or and then 1 2 people on one bye week, and then the next bye week is another 1 or 2 people, and then you can kind of interchange them. But if you got 3 people and you need to account for all those 3 people, that's going to be tough.
I'm gonna go Jacobs and ET in here. So I really do like knowing that the players I was able to get there. I really do like this start of tight end, wide receiver. I might be more open to doing it if I'm at that position of drafts in the future. Let's see.
Yeah, not a bad start. Let's see how we go. Maybe in my pick we can change the 30 seconds here in the 4th round.
Sure. Yeah.
So we'll change it to 30 seconds here, and when I get to my pick, guys, just for everyone on the other side of the board there. There goes
Breece Hall, 4-2.
Breece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. RB 20 off the board, which is close to my rankings. I'm RB 21 with Breece. So
yeah, he's my 19, so meet in the middle there.
Yeah. See what wide receivers are going to be available for your boy.
So just to be clear, your video starts at 69 and ends at 76.
69 and 76, correct.
Okay.
The one I haven't uploaded was the breakdown video.
Okay.
Let me
I got everything else, so
let me upload that now for you.
We see Brandon Cooks off the board here in the 4th round.
Let me just make sure this is it here. Oh, shit. Hopefully you can't see that. There goes Monty.
Eckler did average a lot of targets last year. That's very true. Yes, sir. Big Eckler Herbert fans here as well. Monty at the 4-5. What's the thought process here? You like the wide receivers that are available to you?
Wide receivers currently that I have ranked is if I'm going according to my rankings, Allen Robinson here.
Mm-hmm.
So I should be taking Allen Robinson. Just thinking about what I want to do. I'm just making sure.
Baloney says Terry got that bag. Yes, he did. He did get that bag. You're not wrong there. What does this make him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That makes him the wide receiver 15. I think I have him as my wide receiver 20. I think I have him as my wide receiver 20.
Who?
Terry.
Oh, okay. Terry, all right. I thought you were talking about Allen Robinson. I have him as my wide receiver 19. So
Terry?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I meant 9. I actually have him as 19 as well. Right ahead of DJ Moore. But yeah, he is definitely one of those guys who could finish top 15 for sure. And you're drafting him. You know, if you draft, I think he's probably going to be available in the 4th round of drafts. kind of around the A-Robs, the Mike Williams, the Suttons.
Yeah, Terry is so hard because like he's always is there with value. Like, wow, you can get Terry this late, like in this position. Like it just never performs that way, and maybe that's because of the quarterback play. And we've been saying it the whole time, how Carson Wentz.
You never changed to the 30 seconds, by the way.
I never did after this pick. Sorry. We've always said, you know, like we've been saying Carson Wentz is the best quarterback he is going to be playing with, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So if Carson Wentz doesn't make him a top 12 wide receiver, I am very skeptical moving forward on Terry. I think because like if we didn't see it the first year, and maybe that's too harsh, you know, like is us not seeing it the first year, saying, well, we saw little glimpses.
I'd say top 12 is probably wrong expectations personally, but
maybe, but I mean that's always I felt like been where he could truly be as a talent, but he just never had the opportunity with the quarterback. So
I more have top 15 expectations of him. That's kind of what I would expect.
Okay, I mean it's not far off.
15 to 17, but
yeah, not
in top 12. That's like one of the 12 best wide receivers in fantasy. It definitely can happen, but you know, there's just so many people in better offenses attached to better quarterbacks. It's hard. Mm-hmm. It's hard to like have that expectation of him, I think.
Yeah. Goes George Kittle. So Baba like I'm Dobbins, George Kittle. XQC is going 3 running backs. Well, I guess you could say one wide. I want to say anchor wide receiver, but it's not really anchor because it's not his first pick. But
Poloni says 7 to 10 for him. Let's see if he can do it.
7 to 10 finish for Terry. Okay. See, like I think that's pretty. I think people have the expectation. That
I don't think that's like a typical person's expectation of Terry, though.
Right, and I think maybe.
I mean, what is his ADP? Let's find out what his average ADP is, because that's probably where a better
representation of what
of people's expectations.
Because last year, I know like
PPR, he's currently the wide receiver 17.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't believe Metcalf is 15. That's pretty high for Metcalf with the unknowns.
I don't know why we can't see the thing. I've changed it and I set it up too. It's still not working.
Can't see what?
Well, someone just followed us on Twitch. Fighting.
Oh, really?
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for following us on Twitch there. Make sure you follow us on YouTube as well. No pressure. George Kittle, Jerry
receiver 18, he says, by the way, over there.
Okay.
Fighting Alina.
Cameron said, "Dear God, I'm almost timed down. Stress pick Michael Thomas. I literally would have cried. Gosh, that would have been terrible." Yeah, so Jerry, Judy, Hollywood, Godwin, Mitchell, Sanders. Now I'm on the clock here. Let's see.
How comfortable are you taking? Like, where do you take Godwin? That's my question. Because I don't know how comfortable I am with Godwin in redraft.
Oh my gosh, what am I doing here? I think it has to
be a panic pick.
It's gonna be. Wow. I don't even know if that's close to my rankings. I just panicked right there. Now he's my RB30. Could have definitely taken some other people. I saw AJ Dillon. I was like, do I have AJ Dillon or Ken Walker? I was like, I don't know who the hell. I didn't know.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good value for DJ Moore there at the 5'8", to be honest. As much as I'm anti DJ in Dynasty, I think 5'8" is pretty good for him. On Godwin though, I mean, how comfortable? Like, where do you want to take? Like, how many games is he gonna miss? I don't know if I want to take him in a redraft league.
Yeah, your wide receiver too. That's the same thing. I don't know if I want to take him in a redraft league either. I think it's tough to really gauge where he is going to be going or when he's going to start. Misses 4, let's just say 4 games. You know, I mean, I said this last time. He has to trust that knee. He has to trust that ACL again. And it takes, everyone's different, but it takes them time to really get back into the swing of things. They're going to want to win games. Maybe he's not a value. He won't be of value until the second half of the season. And by that time, it's too late. You know?
Yeah.
We'll see, though.
I really wanted Bateman there, so that sucks. Man, what do I do here now? Is Gibson's well gone, isn't he? Mitchell, Sanders, Walker. All right, I'm going to definitely take Darnell Mooney. And then I need to figure out what running back I want to take here. This is probably pretty early for most people, but that's fine. I'm on the edge. I have to reach a little bit. Welcome to the squad, Tony.
Jonah said, you know, personally, I'll reach on Godwin just because I'm a Bucks fan, but mid-fifth feels a little too high. Mid-late sixth feels better.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, Jonah, I kind of tend to agree there.
I think in redraft, I'd rather had Gage than Godwin.
I agree. I mean, especially, you know, thinking about how much biases change early in the season. Gage is probably going to be a top 20 wide receiver for the first 5 weeks.
Yeah.
If you actually look at weeks 11 onwards in Atlanta, he was the wide receiver 11. So perceptions change quite often. And just even from the sense of like who's going to be worth more in the trade market. Scary Hour says rule number 1 in redraft: don't draft injured players. Pretty good rule to follow there.
Goes to Monroe. Second quarterback off the board as well at the 6-2. I mean, Zach's been saying it. It's probably unrealistic in these mock drafts because our community knows that we'd like to take quarterbacks late, but expect these quarterbacks to go early in your actual drafts.
Yeah.
There goes Juju. See, AJ Dillon there. Okay. I was hoping to get him as well, but I guess, excuse me, I guess it kind of worked out for me regardless, because maybe not really.
I was either going to go AJ Dillon or Pollard with my last pick there, because I feel like there's a pretty big drop in running backs at this point.
Yeah. Let's see where wide receivers can come back to me. There's a couple guys that I like. Schultz, Kareem, and Lamar. Once again, Schultz 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tight end 6. No, wait. Yeah, tight end 6. Just following it. TJ Hawkins in there. How's everyone's day? What's happening? A couple different people here. Filoni's been a while. What you been up to, brother? I know Filoni's in here. Gabriel, newcomer. Or Gabriel, maybe not newcomer, probably been in the chat for a while, just not able to join the mock drafts. And then HEJ trying to send me some trades. Juju Drake, Amari Cooper.
Yeah, I got some trade offers last night. I just didn't like any of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't like any of it either. And
I just feel like I'm not getting value with the offers I'm currently receiving.
Yeah, people getting upset that I'm just declining and not countering.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if I get an offer and it's like, hey man, give me your 24 first and you can move up around, I'm like, no. You know, it's kind of tough.
Yeah. So doing good. Just practicing up with some mock drafts. Haven't done any of them. That's good. We're gonna continue doing some more redraft mock drafts. As the season gets closer and closer, and we're chilling. We're doing all right. I think we're a little bit not fatigued, just a little bit tired. I guess you can say fatigued. We just recorded. We were up at like 8 o'clock. recorded until literally right before Dynasty startup mock draft, and then we do these back to back. So these days get longer and longer, sitting here in the chair for 4 hours, and then have to be on the chair for another at least 3, just doing editing and making sure videos are up and right, and making sure we have graphics, responding to people. So it's good, but that's part of the grind,
Maloney says just been rolling out underdog best ball teams. It's a fun way to draft.
Yeah,
for sure. I wish best ball was available in Australia, or underdog in Australia. It's so frustrating that it's not.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do underdog best ball, but there's not really a platform that allows us to do that here in Australia, which really hinders us. And I'm on the clock here, and I'm not paying attention. It's okay. I'll take Devonta Smith. You guys been hustling. Love all the content. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a lot of hours, Gabriel, but that's what we gotta do, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make this full time and grind out. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, Filoni, best balls is the thing that we definitely want to do. It's just hard because we are in Australia, which is really frustrating because it's definitely a market that we can get in. There's a bunch of people there, and then so
Elijah Moore goes off the board.
Keep forgetting it's 30 seconds, to be honest.
Stay grinding. Tom Brady is the pick there at the 7-9. Did Monroe already go?
Yeah, he did at the 6-3.
Yeah, 6-6-3.
Was Adam Thielen?
Damn it. I really wanted Thielen there. Did Kirk go as well? Yeah, Kirk already went. Sheesh.
ATJ said he tried 0 RB, but he's not.
All right, people are gonna potentially not. Did Gabe Davis go? Gabe Davis went. Okay. Sorry, I don't think people are gonna really like what I'm about to do. But I'm gonna take Russell Gage here. He's actually moved up significantly in my rankings. Significantly. So I'm happy to take him here. And then I really wanted Adam Thielen to be my next pick, but he's not available. So I'll take a high upside, type risk type pick here with Treylon Burks.
Okay. Filoni says, I was in Samoa once. That's decently close to Australia, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. The Samoans out there. What you do out there? You know people out there you visited or just sightseeing or
Samoa.
I bet you that was a long flight, especially coming from the States.
Yeah. Just trying to see if I missed any news overnight. Any big NFL news come out overnight?
Not that I saw. I don't know if you. Yeah, not that I saw.
Someone's about to get autoed.
It's Filoni.
Welcome, Joe Burrow.
Not bad.
Did you see? Did you watch Kenny Pickett on Pat McAfee show?
No, not yet.
That was pretty good. Pretty good watch.
Yeah, I'll watch it today.
Jonas says, I think Gage fell too far personally with Brady throwing the ball. I would have taken him over Smith, Moore, Hopkins, Kirk, and maybe D-Hop due to the suspension. Yeah, I mean, Russell Gage is my wide receiver 30. my wide receiver 30. Where did he go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 30. So around here is where I'm taking him. 6, 7 turn. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So yeah, I'd be pretty comfortable taking him around the 6, 7 turnish, around this area.
Yeah, interesting.
7-1, 7-2, 7-3. Poloni says he volunteered at a school for 2 weeks. That's sick.
That's awesome. That's super cool, man.
Yeah, I would say Hopkins. The hard thing with Team 4 here, got good players, but the hard thing is you got 2 guys who might not be there half of your regular season.
Yeah.
So right now you're starting probably Sutton and Olave,
Which is
tough.
Yeah, it is tough. I think maybe you could have gotten D. I mean, I don't know. Even can't really gauge where D Hop is going. You know, I think it should be going significantly later. But I think
Yeah.
it gets to the point where he's going to continue to fall, and then he becomes value. And like, okay, well, what's wide receiver 4?
Yeah.
You know, and then everyone's going to be drafting him, and then it's going to go right back up. You know, it's like a little roller coaster. And that's another guy I'm not wanting to draft, and Michael Thomas. I keep saying, and I will continue to. That's not somebody I'm willing to draft. Doesn't look good. And reports already coming out saying he might not even be ready for training camp, and he's been off the field for a year and a half already. So, I mean, I would definitely take Brandon Ayuk over him for sure. Unless as we get closer to the season, reports start to say, hey, he's on the field, he's looking better, blah, blah, blah. You kind of see him running routes. That would definitely be different, but
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Chase Claypool's pick there. Might have been an auto, might have been a Q pick.
Let's see where everyone goes. Sky Moore. Jalen. That was definitely a guy that I was potentially going to draft. I was like, I usually don't do it, but I mean, what's a couple picks earlier than the 10th round, you know? Oh, Tigre.
Come on.
It's paused on my screen. I don't know if it's paused on yours.
You just got Dallas Goedert.
What?
Yeah.
It's still frozen on my screen. Literally.
Refresh, maybe?
I did. I refreshed while I was live. Okay, now that's annoying.
Hard to see the board as well, by the way, just with how big our faces are right now.
Yeah. That's so annoying because I definitely had a player that I wanted to pick, but we'll see if he comes back to me. So Dallas Goedert. What else do you guys like to do in your free time? Gabriel said. Honestly, love video games. Love to hang out with my wife. Right? She's sitting right here. She said me.
Did Russell Wilson go already? Yeah, he went at the 8-5. Yeah. That's fine. I'll take Trey Lance here. And then I'll take Ronald Jones. Yep. Welcome to the squad, brother. We'll go to round 12 here.
Yeah, round 12. But yeah.
Good.
It's I really like playing video games. I think that's really great. I love watching TV shows, chilling. exploring, going out to dinner, and like hanging out with friends. I guess like we haven't. It's a little bit different now because like COVID, and then you want to go back, and well, COVID been happened, so yeah.
But I think hanging out is just different after COVID anyway, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Hanging out is different, you know. Like
It's more of an effort. And it feels like it to me as well. Like that's generally how it feels.
yeah, I definitely agree. Where like before, it was just like, let's just do it. You know, you always like skeptical sometimes. Maybe where you're going if you haven't had COVID before. Maybe you're not that type of person. I'm always skeptical.
I don't even care about getting COVID. It's just like my mindset changed with like how I think we got lazier.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm also a big video games person. Love playing Formula 1, Madden, Call of Duty, Fall Guys with friends. Yeah, anything that, you know, is kind of piquing my interest. Watch Formula 1 a lot, watch other sports.
Yep.
Pretty much anything sports-wise I'll watch. And then yeah, I mean, I'll go to concerts every once in a while. Big movie guy, love going to the movies. Yeah.
Pretty much it.
Family, you know, hanging out with family, going to the beach, nice beaches here.
Food, family, football, is it? Family,
Yeah.
football, fun. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, Hines, Algier, Madison, and Spiller off the board there.
Going to round 12, guys. Goes Christian Watson. See what XQC takes here. Aaron Rodgers.
Pick. 11th round.
I guess it's not bad that it took Dallas Goedert for me because I was going to take a Lazard and then take Goddard in the other round if he was available. So
there you go.
Gabriel says, "Sweet, a lot of fun stuff." I definitely agree with lazier mentality, more fatigue with going out. Yeah, it's definitely
it's so weird. I honestly do think about quite often how different my lifestyle used to be. Not that I was like constantly traveling or anything or always hanging out every single night, but I feel as if I was doing something most nights.
Yeah.
I feel like I would only stay home maybe 1 or 2 nights of the week. And since COVID, I just feel like I only go out like maybe 1 or 2 nights a week.
Yeah.
You know, like it's if that.
Yeah, I think that's
weird.
That's the hard part about it. You know, it's like it's just. I think it's also like where we were at before. You know, like we stay home so often now. So okay.
Yeah, staying in like you mean location hills wise?
Well, I'm saying like what we do. You know.
Right.
One second, let me just look at my rankings here. Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott.
Dang. Took Stafford right before you.
Took Stafford right before. I mean, this is where do you go with consistency or high upside? I'm gonna go high upside here. I go Justin Fields. Maybe it's Justin Fields or Tua. Like this is where it gets hard now, because
Not Kirk.
That's what I'm saying. You either go consistency with Kirk or you go with the high upside in these late running back quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because
I think I'm still going guys like Carr and Kirk over Fields, just because. I mean, Carr could be an upside guy
for sure.
With Adams on the team.
So we'll definitely see. G Money says he feels good about his team. But yeah, G Money. Yeah, it's not a bad team here. Akers, Mooney. I guess DJ Moore is good value there. I guess maybe. I mean, how good would this team be if that was Rashad Bateman? I like the AJ Dillon pick as well. Elijah Moore. I mean, this is a really good team. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 2 running back strat. That's what I was trying to do, but just the opposite. Maybe it's better to get. Maybe I should have taken Justin Jefferson and then gotten, you know, a wide receiver at the turn there. But wide receivers I probably wanted wouldn't have fallen to me. If I could have Justin Jefferson, Lenny, then it would have just been a whole this big rabbit hole. ATJ said mine turned out all right with that 0 RB strat. I guess let's look at it. Yeah, Mitchell, Hunt, Melvin, Naeem. Not bad. Not bad. Good choice.
It's always good to have Cooper Cup on the team. That's for damn sure.
For sure. Cooper Cup, Higgins, and Mike with Andrews. And you got Jalen. So there's high upside players there, especially dual threat guys like a Jalen Hurts. So I think it's fantastic. Goes JD. Devonta Parker, Kenny G. Talk it up.
Oh, why didn't I draft JD McKissick? That's so stupid. Why didn't I do that?
Because you drafted a better wide receiver in Kenny Golladay. That's why.
Such a mistake. Last round here.
Last round here. Let's see running backs. Goes Dameon Pierce. A guy that I just made a video on that I want you guys to kind of know about. I won't talk about it now, but just keep an eye on this guy. Darrell Williams going in the 12th round here. Can potentially even go later if I didn't even draft him. I wonder if somebody else was going to. Especially in the backfield in Arizona. So really excited about that video coming out on our redraft channel the next couple days. So
I actually really like the content that we're making on the redraft channel as well. I've been enjoying making it.
Yeah, same. I think it's been really good. I guess it just feels different compared to the Dynasty. Not that Dynasty is getting stale. It's just more like it's just different content that we felt like we haven't made in a long time. So
yeah.
I guess I'll plug here really quick, I guess before it ends. If you guys want to play in a redraft league with us, patreon.com/fantasylandfam. That's in the description below. We don't only do Dynasty, we do redraft leagues as well. So I know a couple people in here are in our Dynasty leagues, or maybe you're in best of both worlds. But if you want to also join our redraft leagues, that's super simple. Super easy. Just look, go to the description below and check it out. Make sure you read everything that's there. And we're gonna end this draft right here. But yeah, that comes with so much more. Our rankings, exclusive content, special live streams, etc., etc. But I think that's it. This is everything. I think everyone. I haven't really looked this. I have a quick glance at everyone's team. Looks like XQC did a late round quarterback strat. Rudes there with JT, Eka, Gibson.
Yeah.
Not bad all around. Zach switched it up a little bit.
Did switch it up a little bit. Happy with the results. Not really happy with the wide receivers, but I think my mindset is also considering Kelsey. I have to kind of almost look at him as like a wide receiver. Like, yes, my wide receiver 2 doesn't look as good as I want it to, but I also think that kind of improves my team on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I hear you. Gabriel said it's tough switching over to redraft. He was like mainly watching your Dynasty vids.
It is
makes
tough.
sense. Let me ask you this question out of curiosity: is it tough switching to redraft because it's a completely different channel? Like, would the redraft content, if it was on the same channel, be easier? I think
it just means his mindset.
No, for sure. I know. I was just wondering if that's also like part of it. Like him having maybe to switch channels or looking at different things. Maybe people don't. People forget that there's multiple channels. People forget that there's. Some people don't like to switch between back and forth, but just a question.
Right.
But yeah.
Anyway.
All love, huge love. Thank you for everyone that's coming out. Some really good content coming out. We got a Bryce coming out. We got a Bryce video coming out, which is really exciting. I know we were questioning that on our Dynasty channel and our redraft channel. What do we got coming out? We got sleepers to target, like we said.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's so much more. I can't really think off the top of my head, to be honest.
Tons of content coming out.
So much.
Guys, thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the likes. HE says just totally different strategy.
Yeah.
Gabe says, I just meant the mindset. Sub to both of your channels, watching them both. Appreciate that. Thanks for the love.
Huge love, man. Huge
But
love.
guys, we'll see you tomorrow. We got live streams tomorrow, so we'll see you then 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Dynasty channel, and then we'll do another redraft mock again. So
Deuce. All love,
see you
y'all.
then.